We're going to try this again. We're going to try this again. I'm going to give it a minute, get it to key back over and the old one to fade out. So what typically happens, I don't know why friends of mine do this, but it's like the moment they see that I'm live, they go, oh, I'm going to call Britt. And then it cuts off our live stream because I'm doing it on the phone. So I'm going to ask that my friends do not call me while I'm live on YouTube. Otherwise, you'll cut the feed off and then people won't be able to hear me. So give me a thumbs up or something if you guys can hear me at this point. Hopefully we got our audio back. Hello, hello, hello. There's the sound. Ronnie says, thank you. Big 10-4. Awesome, awesome. So what I was saying was, I don't know. I like this job so much more. Did you guys catch the announcement about the truck? I don't know where it cut off. Did you guys hear what I said about it's whether we have the truck or not and how it was saved? I love the peace sign. Arter, you see, Matthew knows. They're excited. They're excited. So social media is about to blow up with this truck thing because that company stepped up to the plate, actually saw value in us. And, unlike the other company, they wanted to help and they stepped in, they bought the truck out. And not only that, they bought it out, refinanced it back to us at a low interest rate, and then put our name on the title with them as a lien holder. Basic bank note type of setup. So they literally saved pink. So I am so thankful to find a good company in trucking because I've been leery. And to see a company go to those links to save the truck, because they saw it meant a lot to me. They saw it meant a lot to the fans. And they wanted to put their money where their mouth is to say, hey, we support drivers, which I think is freaking awesome. It's about time a company does that. So I don't plan on driving very much to answer that question. I will occasionally. We're going to do charity stuff with the truck. We're going to do the wreaths across America in December. I want to get us registered with FEMA so that we can do like emergency loads and stuff like that. Whenever there's a hurricane and they need supplies, we're going to take them in. But the truck's essentially going to be an extension of road rescue and with the same theme of helping people. And that's what I love the most. All right, back to the questions. I hope everyone's enjoying the holiday weekend. Okay, why were you going to lose it? I'll tell you what. It's a long story. Check out the playlist on the Facebook page. There's some playlists explaining what happened with the truck, but it was pretty crummy what this company did to us, so I was not happy. Let's see. Hey, Brittney, stay safe out there. I absolutely love your YouTube. Okay, RG, thank you for that super chat. Brittney, my apologies for not getting back to you about helping with the roadside assistance. I'll email you soon. Awesome. I look forward to that email. I try to watch my email as much as possible. So, especially bringing new road techs on here lately. Thank you so much. Oh my God, another super chat. I don't think I've had this many super chats. It's amazing. That's awesome. It says the car wash channel, Northern PA. Love you, Britt. You're awesome. Oh, I love you too. Thank you so much. That just made my day. If I look like I'm dragging butt, by the way, it's because I was up all night. Like literally. I took a cat nap of like 2 hours. Other than that, I've been up. We're running like 24/7, like to keep up with both businesses and everything else. And it's sometimes what you have to do short term as an entrepreneur. I don't recommend losing sleep long term. But sometimes short term, that's the only thing you can do to make sure a new company gets off the ground. And that means more than anything to me because I want to make sure my people are taken care of. Trucking is mad jello. is mad jealous of your following. I think we see a lot of that. As a matter of fact, it was jealousy that got me kicked off of that account ultimately. It started with jealous coworkers and then jealous counterparts, just truck drivers that were jealous of the channel, and they started rumors, smear campaign. And the thing they didn't expect was I put 18 cameras on the truck inside and out. And so some of the rumors that they had spread that almost got me fired, when I pulled the camera footage, it vindicated me. And then it pissed them off even more because I proved them wrong and showed, I shined the light on who they were and what their motives were. And that fueled the hate, and it escalated into threats, and then I got kicked off the account. That's what happened. So not very happy with that account or that company. So yeah, in better news, let me hit some more of these comments. Girl, keep going, drive safely. Thank you, thank you. Is that Figgy? What is that name? Figgy Ferga. I thought it was like Fergie Fergalicious, like that song. Thank you, thank you. I see a good luck. I'll send you a DM on TikTok with my 21. It's better for you. Yeah. Either TikTok, you can send me a DM on TikTok or email. Either one works. Definitely. Okay, so WC, sorry, I got sun in my eyes. WC Invader or something like that. You're inspirational. How you bounce back after being fired. Crazy successful. It appears your road services become quickly. Yes. Because we do get cyber stalked so intensely. I'm not going to name our customers, but I will tell you, we just gained another national account. And I say another, we have 4 or 5 national accounts now. We have a big one right now, and we're in talks about expansion. And this is an account that pays premium on roadside. I mean, we're talking high-end retail on roadside. So this is a very valuable account. We're playing with big numbers right now. As a matter of fact, we need like 50 grand or something in the bank just to maintenance the account. So I'm really putting everything, my heart and soul and money into making this a success. So we're super excited. It's going well. Reading questions. Sorry if I'm behind on the questions. We have a lot of questions. Fishing Queen says, my aunt and grandma are being missed. They all had stage 4 cancer. I am so sorry to hear that. And says, I miss them. I bet you do. And I bet they are awesome people. And you know, the thing is, I've been asked a lot, like, have you had cancer? Has your family had cancer? No, none of us. But I had a friend that had cancer, and I saw, it was a guy, and I saw what he had to go through. And then I started, noticing it more and more people suffering. And, it's just something I truly care about. It needs to be stopped. I don't think enough attention, either that or politics get in the way, which wouldn't surprise me, but whatever is getting in the way needs to be stopped. Because it's an epidemic right now. The percentages of the population that get cancer have like increased exponentially over the last 30 years. And it's ridiculous. So yeah, it gets me emotional. So I don't like to see people suffer. I really don't. I actually have a good heart despite the rumors. Wow, lost my grandma early 2020. I'm so sorry to hear that, Hooper, Ronnie. And I am 18 and diagnosed with stage 3 cancer. Let's see. Are you serious? You got diagnosed as well? Fishing Queen? 18 and already diagnosed. Not gonna cry. No, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Like, whatever, something's causing it, to get worse. And it's BS. It's BS. We shouldn't have to be dealing with this. But that's what keeps me going. You know, I hate to see suffering at all. Like, I hate to see people bullied. I hate to see, people go through these horrible diseases. And yeah, it's time we stop it. It's time we stop it. We're going to kick it in the ass. Trust me, if I have any say in it, we're going to kick it in the ass. So you'll be in my prayers. Let's see. Can you donate some of the super chats? Send to your cancer charity? 100%. Yes, 100%. As a matter of fact, I'll tell you what, I have a category. I need to look and see how I can track that. But for this stream specifically, let's just donate any super chats that we get for this stream. I give you my word. I will calculate the amounts afterwards and we will donate it. So I think that's the right thing to do. Let's see. Hi, Brittany. How are you? Hey, Ricky or Rick. It's so hard to see with the sun in my eyes. Figgy says additives. I believe it. And honestly, water. Like, I'm concerned about the chemicals that they put in the water, and I'm not an expert, but that's why I do. This is not a sponsored plug, I promise you. But the reason I've done this Drops of Balance, I got the affiliate thing with them after the fact because I've been using it. So it separates the chemicals out of your tap water. So whatever the, city is putting in your water, fluoride and, all these chemicals, it will solidify it, separate it from the water and drop it to the bottom. So you're left with pure mineral water, like nothing else. And it is epic. So I'm seeing the crud that comes out of my water all the time, and ours is just an average city water. Like, it terrifies me, what the hell we're drinking just in the water alone, let alone the preservatives and the chemicals and additives and the foods and everything else. Like, it's just insane. There's got to be a better way, peoples. There's got to be a better way. Thank you so much for that $20 super chat. We are going to raise some money. We're up to $34.98 so far in super chats, and I will donate every bit of that to breast cancer research or cancer. I say breast cancer, but it's not specifically breast cancer. It's cancer research in general that we donate to, because we need to find a cure in general. I know there's different types, but we need to find a cure for cancer. That's why I drink Poland spring water. Robert, I might have to check that out. I think Robert may be onto something here. Massive fluoride. Yeah. Okay. So get this. Now, I'm not harping on like Alex Jones, turn the frogs gay thing, but which I still get a kick out of that rant. But fluoride, I was watching a documentary on different chemicals, and fluoride was one of them. And I was seeing these news scenes of where there was a fluoride spill at like a chemical plant, and they spilled just a tiny bit, it wasn't much. And people were coming in with full hazmat suits to clean up this fluoride. And you know where the fluoride was on its way to? Was the city water. Now, I know they say like in small percentages, like it's supposedly beneficial or something like that. But I'm sorry, y'all. If you have to take full hazmat suits just to clean a small bit of it up, why are you dumping it in the city water? Like, it raises a lot of questions with me that I haven't got answered yet. RG sent another super chat, $5. Thank you, DM on TikTok, or donate money to the charity, and I'll mod for you if you need. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We'll get a system down too, and I'll start selecting some more moderators and stuff in here. So that would be awesome. You guys totally rock. My mom was, David Phillips says, my mom was just diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer on July 25th. We're both at a loss. Oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. There's a big movement against fluoride. I believe it. Yeah, I believe it with the fluoride thing. I just don't trust the chemicals. And, I I don't know. It seems like common sense to me. I mean, doesn't it? Because, you could get into all this research and this and that, and in small doses it's okay, and blah, 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 but you still wonder, like, when you start screwing with food and water and putting crap in it that has warning labels for being so freaking dangerous, do not consume, and then you're putting it in food. I think it's self-explanatory. It's not good. It ain't good, peoples. I actually grow a lot of my own food, believe it or not. I have an entire room in the house, that is full of grow lights. I tell people I have a grow room and I have the good stuff and I grow green. Here in Douglas County, they take that a different way, but it's not the marijuana. It's not there's anything, not that I'm judging that, but yeah, I grow lettuce, okay? But I grow lettuce, I grow okra. I have 6 okra plants inside the house growing on grow lights, hydroponically, with growing in spring water away from the chemicals. Like, it is a lifesaver. I can't say enough about, finding a way to grow your own food or supplement, your food with something healthy. Let's see. We lost singer Jimmy Buffett to skin cancer. That was just today, wasn't it? I think I saw a news headline on that before I went live. Yeah, it's ridiculous. And it doesn't matter who it is. I mean, it could be me, it could be you, it could be any of us. And so, yeah, it sucks. But yeah, I mean, I'm not a medical doctor or anything, I don't want that to be misconstrued, but I would definitely say, do everything you can to eat naturally, Even I was watching this documentary on lettuce production and the E. coli outbreaks that were occurring with lettuce through the years. And part of the problem was the irrigation systems. Some of these major lettuce producers in the United States are right up against feedlots where you have, manure and shit literally draining off. And there was video of it draining off into the same pool of water where they were drawing for their irrigation. That's what was contaminating the lettuce. And then it went over all these people that died eating lettuce at the store. And I'm just like, it was horrifying to me. Like, and I know there's regulations and they're trying to improve the blah, 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 but it still makes you wonder, like, that's terrifying. So I would say grow your own stuff as much as you can. Like, literally grow it yourself, watch it grow, know what you're putting in it, drink pure water of some form or fashion, stay away from the chemicals as much as possible. Ew, I love the hearts. Stitch says, I love you. I love you too. Mwah. I love those hearts. We got every color of heart. I love it. What state does she reside in? I'll tell you, I reside in Kansas. So I'm right here in Douglas County, Kansas. So all the people that have said they're coming to kill me over the years, I'm right here. Hello. I'm out here every day. The public sees me. I'm out shaking hands. And it's funny, like, some of the locals recognize us now. So when we go past, like, bars and restaurants and things, you'll see everybody, yay, waving and yelling and honking. And it's really cool. We've really started, thanks to you guys, we've really started a movement. And we've raised so much for a good cause. Let's see. Crazy white boy, says, always homegrown is better than any dispensary shit and way cheaper. I've smoked some fire ass grown in some fire ass homegrown in my own day. Hell yes. I've had some fiery stuff out of my garden. I grew Carolina Reaper successfully one time, and it was pretty freaking awesome. I thought it was gonna die, but for the moment it was exhilarating. Let's see. What other comments do we have? Did you fix the light bar? Yes. Thank God. So we upgraded to much bigger industrial magnets. We put twice as many on, and we did hurricane straps, and we bolted into the mainframe. So we upgraded all of the bolts and magnets on it. We've had this vehicle up to 85 miles an hour. The light bar doesn't even flinch. So thank God. I think my recommendation would be always bolt the freaking light bar in and have magnets, oversized magnets, twice as many as you think you need, just as a safety backup measure, because it's ridiculous. They come off easy, especially in Kansas. Let's see. I have an ESA Lab Husky mix. Awesome. Let's see. What are you doing with the truck these days? First of all, let me kick on the car because I'm burning up here. So the truck, what we're going to do, we're going to save the truck I want to get it registered with FEMA, and we're going to do charity events. I'll do the Wreaths Across America thing. I think we've got scheduled for this winter. And we're going to, of course, do a lot with October. We're going to have it in a breast cancer walk. We're actually going to bring the SUV and the semi-truck to Making Strides breast cancer walk in downtown Kansas City in October. I think it's like the end of October, like October 28 or something. We're also supposed to set something up with KU. And then, yeah, like I said, if we have like a hurricane or wildfires or something, some real big disaster, I want to be able to go take those water loads or take those supply loads and get it into the endangered area. I think that's going to be a great way to spread our message, to see smiles to people who have, been through a lot. And it's just flat out a way to help people. So, which is what I love. So the truck's kind of becoming an extension of Midwest Road Rescue, if that makes any sense. I want to continue that theme. And, the biggest thing to me, the only reason I'm not gonna go back into driving regularly with it is because I like being out here and interacting with people. I do. Out here, it's my company. I'm licensed concealed carry, and I am armed. Especially with all the threats, so not only to protect myself, but also to protect my team members. Some of my team members are ex-law enforcement as well. So out here, I'm a lot safer, floating around. We've almost always got backup on calls. It's one thing we do that other roadside companies don't really do a whole lot, is we will go to the extra expense of sending a second vehicle out if it's like a traffic hazard or something like that. But regardless, for the safety aspect, we're all close to each other, talking to each other on the radio and everything else. So, yeah, so I'm going to focus on that and growing this, and mark my words, we will be coast to coast. It's just a matter of time. We just need to do it the right way. And that's why I'm taking my time doing it. I don't want to expand overnight and then we have a company that doesn't know what's going on, know their ass from their elbow type of thing. I've seen a lot of those. So we want to have one good office in Kansas City, and then we're going to expand across Kansas and Missouri next, and then probably Nebraska, Oklahoma, Iowa, and hopefully into Texas before too long. But yeah, give me some time. Also, we're reviewing the possibility of purchasing tow trucks by next spring. I'm so excited. I want a pink tow truck. Imagine how many smiles that will bring. You see all these pink tow trucks. But We're going to add winching capability. We're actually upgrading our insurance as we speak. And then we will be adding a winch and tow ropes onto this vehicle so that this winter we can pull people out of ditches. So when the tow trucks get overwhelmed, police and fire get overwhelmed, we'll be able to go out there and help those people, get them warmed up, get them pulled out of the ditch. When a tow truck may be backed up for, a day or two. So we're going to be a huge asset to people, and I'm really excited about expanding into different areas. So yeah, that is my answer. Rees across the country, another Maine product. Yes, I will be going to Maine. I am told. I've never done this before or really looked into it too heavily, but yes, we will be going to Maine and then going across the country. So I'm super excited for that. Yeah, it took me like 0.2 seconds to volunteer for that. The marketing manager at the trucking company called me and she's like, hey, would you like to do the Rees Across America? And I said, when is it? And she told me, and I said, hell yeah. Sign me up. We'll figure it out. This sounds great. You must make a lot of money off OnlyFans. Yeah, we make money. Okay, first of all, I do lingerie shots on OnlyFans. I don't do porn. So just so we're clear. So there's been a lot of misinformation about what I do on there. I actually do like motivational quotes, and I do like cute little photos getting ready and stuff like that. It's positive. It's nothing bad. So, but yes, we make a lot of money on there. And here's the best way to put it. I'm trying to think how to explain this so that I don't get all boring on you. But as a business, what typically happens, like with the big account we just gained with the business. So we have to have a lot of capital. We have to have a lot of cash on hand because currently this company we're working with, they're supposed to stock us tires and supplies and stuff free of charge on their account, right? And then we manage inventory for them. And then they just bill it out whenever they call us to replace a tire for them. So it's great, but the problem is they're behind on inventory. So we have to front the money for the inventory on we're talking big vehicles, like semi-tires now. And that's something we've just been thrust into, which will be good, but it's a challenge. So our problem reaction solution. We're going to have to front $300 to $400 per call that we respond to be able to purchase tires, even at wholesale rate, which is going to take us a little bit because we need to set up the wholesale account, the tax accounts with the state for that. But even at that, we're going to spend $200 every time we need to go replace a tire for this customer, right? Well, we're getting 5 to 7 calls a day from this one customer. This is not counting our other motor clubs accounts. This is a full-time gig. So not only do I need to pay our road techs, hundreds of dollars per call sometimes. It's like we're paying them good on this account. It's a big account. But we're also paying $200 in tires. So we need $300 cash. I'm tying this into the OnlyFans thing. We need $300 cash per call times 5 calls or more per day. That's $1,500 cash that I have to front as a business owner in order to just supply the account until we can wait for the corporate payouts, to come from the other side of the country, right? Which can take some time. Some corporate accounts take months to pay. And so we're talking big numbers like 50 grand, 150 grand, $250,000 in cash that we need to be able to have on hand to be able to make those purchases until we can get the payouts from corporate. So that's the problem, right? So how does an average person how do you get $250,000 or $50,000 or, these big numbers to be able to, because this is work for my people. Like we're bringing in truck drivers and people who have been screwed over by other companies, and we're giving them a good opportunity. And, but so my point is it's worth it to do this. We need to do this. But that's how we're using OnlyFans, because what normally happens with a company is, if you've watched Shark Tank, you run out of capital at some point because you have grown so much that you need to borrow money just to have the money on hand, to front the money until you get paid so that you can create more money, right? And so you get in this, like, it's like pinching a hose, garden hose, and you cut the supply off. And so a lot of companies will bring on investors and sell off ownership of their company in exchange for the money to supply the account, right? I don't want to do this, because the moment that I start selling off part of my company, then that, those investors have a say now. And what if the investors say, screw those road techs? We don't give a shit about them. We only care about, making money for our investors and our backers. And then we become the very monster that I'm trying to avoid. And so we're utilizing OnlyFans as a model, membership model. And we're going to do this on YouTube too. We're going to have a membership on here just to support the channel. But the memberships give us that cash flow so that we don't have to sell off equity in our company, so that I can 100% fund this thing with cash so that we can grow and I can provide more opportunity for more people. And so that's what I'm doing. Hopefully that didn't go too far over everyone's head here. But we're making very complex calculations, and I'm trying to do everything I can to make sure we don't have to sell ownership in our company, so that we have the say to treat people right, which is really what I want to do, and raise money for a good cause. So that's the answer. Very long answer, but that's what we're doing. So OnlyFans is a great tool for that, honestly. And like I said, I don't do anything bad on there. It's very respectful stuff. So if it funds the work and creates opportunity, what's wrong with that? So what? Somebody might call me this or that, or think that I do something I don't. And who knows, we might just find a cure for cancer. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. They can cry about it. So I would rather have a cancer cure in the long run, you know what I mean? And have some people griping at me. So I don't know. I've always been a person to do the right thing. Disabled. That's just how I am. And honestly, that's led to me getting screwed over by a lot of companies in the past. I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate to that. It's like you do the right thing to the extent that it's like, well, shit, now I just burnt the bridge. Because you want to be real. And, but thank God we're in a point where I can be real. Our people can be real. And we can treat people really good here at this company and do a lot of really good things. Blah, blah, blah. That's my soapbox. Let's see. We got oh my God, thank you so much. The Car Wash channel of Northern PA, Ohio, is just sent another super chat of $4.99. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you come to Ohio, I would work for you. Oh, thank you. That's awesome. We will. I promise you. I have my eyes set on coast to coast. It's just, excuse me, we have to structure properly so that we can manage it well. But yeah, trust me, I've got people in Chicago. I've got people in New York, Florida, Texas, New Mexico. I've got people all over the country who have reached out saying, if you will just let me come aboard, you could be like overnight across the country. And you don't know how bad I want to do that. I just have to pace myself so that we can grow a good, solid foundation first, and weather those attacks from, the haters. So, let's see. Wisconsin. Hello from the Philippines. Hello, hello, hello. RG is in Oklahoma. Let's see. My cousin saw you when he was trucking for Hummer. Is that a trucking company? Seriously? Or is he just hauling Hummers? I don't recall. Did I? I don't think I recall a trucking company named Hummer. Huh. Alright, let's see. Back in the comments. I have a truck and I need a job. I got my own semi-truck. Oh, that's awesome. We still have the LLC for the semi-truck, by the way. trust me, it's crossed my mind to get our own authority, and add trucks as well. You know, I just don't want to put too many of my eggs in too many baskets. You know, we want to. I think of it. Have you guys seen those little laser pointers? Have you seen the real powerful ones that like light shit on fire? You know, a perfect analogy for what I'm trying not to do is like the flashlight here. It's got a wider, lower beam, right, than a laser beam, and doesn't light anything on fire. It's not very focused. And the more focused you get, like that high-powered density laser, you light shit on fire. You have a lot more power to do things. And so I never want to dilute us as a business to where we lose our purpose and lose the focus and power to be able to do great things in the world. And so that's just kind of how I look at it. Let's see. I have a truck. Oh yeah, I'm stuck on the same. Let me catch up. I'm stuck on the wrong spot. I got my own authority in LLC. I just need loads that pay better than $1. Yeah, I understand that 100%. You're never really. It's not you. You're an honest person, and anybody can tell that. Terry from the hills, East Tennessee. I bet it's beautiful out there in Tennessee. I will be traveling out that way, by the way. We're trying to plan a meeting with the sheriff's office out there in Kentucky. So I'll be traveling through Tennessee and back into Kentucky sometime, hopefully in October. And they're wanting us to do a photo shoot with the pink SUV with one of their pink cruisers for Breast Cancer Month, Awareness Month. So I'm really excited. Hopefully we can make that happen. That would be really cool. Maybe I can see some of you guys as I head out there. Let's see. Hello from Ukraine. I hope you guys are surviving out there. That whole situation is just a complete mess. And my opinion is you guys haven't had enough support from the rest of us. Let's see. My cousin lives in Topeka. Let's see. When you're out to Michigan. See, we got a Michigan. We got a North Carolina. Yeah, it is out of Iowa. So that Hummer must be out of Iowa. I did not know that. Hello from Nebraska. Hi from the Philippines. Let's see. To all those haters, can get plentiful supply of diapers for and wipes for the snowflakes. Yeah, I agree. You know, it's funny to me almost that a lot of these haters that are the ones that are pointing fingers at other people, calling them snowflakes and crybabies, and they're the ones that do it the most. Talk about hypocritical, but that seems to be how it goes with people. It seems to be the more fake and hypocritical a person is, there's this double standard, you know. They're the very thing that they harp on that they're against is the very thing that they are, and it's sad that people are that way. Excuse me. But that's another thing too, by the way, with the funding side of us raising money with memberships and stuff like that, is we have taken an aggressive stance against the cyber stalking, especially the threats. It's kind of hard to explain because there's a lot I've learned the hard way with the whole thing, but there's different ways to handle, you know, the situation. And with the more violent, threatening ones, like there's different layers of people, right? Y'all are familiar. There's like troll accounts that just there's general trolls is what they do. You know, it's just bored people that like to troll other people and be a bully. So you got those, and then you have, you know, people who are more suppressive against other people in the sense that they're like actually kind of targeting you, like an organized effort. That's where you have more cyber stalking. It's the same group of people that are just hitting you, you know, trying to cause damage to your business. And that's where malice starts to come in, you know, because it is damaging you financially. And then you have a smaller group of people who are more dangerous. They're about 2.5% of the population. Not big, right? There's more of us than there is of them. The problem is you can't ignore them. And the reason you can't ignore them is because when you're dealing with big numbers like we have before, like 42 million viewers a week, 2% of 42 million is a huge number and a major security risk when you're dealing with a small group of people at the company here, outnumbered by thousands of this 2.5% that are violent people. And so what we've had to do is employ other tactics to be more aggressive with those types of people. And that's where we are hiring private investigators. I haven't even been public about this, but I'll give you a sneak peek. We had a private investigator outside a guy's semi-truck, taking photos, following the dude. We ran his license, registration. We tracked down his company. I mean, we're going to those links when somebody starts making physical threats of violence and is significantly damaging your, like, the income on your company. Like, this one guy cost us $250,000 in business cash flow. 250 grand. That's major civil liability. And so we're going after them 100%. So whenever we start to get into bigger numbers of damage, where it is risking, you know, what we can do for charity and what we can do to continue to grow as a company, those are the people that we will be on their ass 24/7 with investigators. We will have attorneys on them. We will have police. We will have FBI. We will take every legal resource at our disposal, and we will not stop until their action has been ceased. So, but with the broad rest of them, you know, you have to just focus on the positivity, right? You can't let it get to you. And so it's this delicate balance that you have to learn, to where it's like, you know, focus on flourishing and prospering and doing good in the world. Not so much on the hate. That works in general, and it's a great method, and you will grow. And so you have to, like, maintain that general atmosphere of that, while at the same time taking a much tougher stance on immediate, like, security risks and breaches, if that makes sense. It's been a lot of learning. Yeah, 250 grand. That is how much cash flow we lost after this one individual made a threat against me. And that was the last straw at the company where we lost the dedicated account. $250,000 cash flow. That's not profit, just so you know. It's not like, Brittney's sitting on $250,000 cash. No, I didn't. Half of that was just diesel fuel, you know what I mean? But nevertheless, it proves a point that, you know, we lost $250,000 in cash flow revenue to the business. That's a hell of a lot of good that we could have done in the world. And so, no, shit like that's not going to fly. We will spend whatever. If I have to put down 30 grand or 50 grand to go after somebody and finally set a precedent with the others that are going to say, hey, I'll destroy her. I'll blow her car up. I'll blow her truck up. I'll, you know, I'll put out rumors, and I'll hack her accounts, and you know, blah, blah, blah. I'll contact her business partners and cause them to lose the accounts, you know. That'll cause the others to back off and go, hey, I don't want to mess with this woman because she's got a huge following, she has money, and now she's going after people in the legal system. So, yeah, we don't want to lose everything we have. So, yeah, it's just, that's the point at which we are, unfortunately. So, but I also got to balance I have to balance the pros and cons with that too, right? Because, you know, if we're damaged by $500, yeah, it sucks. But we can make that up in one day, you know, not even a day of working out here. We can make that up. So it's like, do I want to spend thousands on an attorney for a $500 loss? No. You know, it's not good use of our time. But no, absolutely 100%. If they're physically damaging us, like last month, we received a whole nother wave of attacks that I haven't talked about last month. Uh-oh, we still live? Okay. Hey, that is my road tech team. They're going to need help with the U-Haul and unloading. So I have got to get off of here, but I love you guys, and I will update you guys more very, very soon. But there's great things happening. That's the biggest thing. And thank you so much for all the super chats. I will donate them, and I'll also tally them up and post it so you guys can see how much was donated. Love you guys so much. Mwah.